We look up and we wonder, not at traffic, not at buildings, but at the stars. That endless black canvas filled with lights older than history. No one taught us to do this. It's instinctual, like blinking or breathing. And maybe that's the real mystery. Why are we all so obsessed with space? Why do we spend billions to launch metal into the void, just to take a photo of Saturn's rings? Why do children draw rockets? Why do billionaires race to orbit? Why does the night sky feel like it's pulling something out of us? This isn't just about telescopes. This is about us, what it means to be human. Let's find out why we can't stop looking up. From the moment we stood upright, we've been tracking the sky. Stone Age civilizations carved star maps into cave walls. The ancient Egyptians aligned their pyramids with Orion's belt. And the Mayans predicted solar eclipses with terrifying precision. But this wasn't just science, it was sacred. To our ancestors, the stars weren't distant balls of gas. They were gods, omens, calendars, meaning itself. Why? Because space offered the one thing early humans craved most: order. The sky gave rhythm to chaos, sunrises, moon phases, seasons. It told us when to plant, when to hunt, when to hide. But beyond survival, it gave us something far deeper, the first sense that we were part of something bigger. Here's a hard truth. We are tiny, fragile, alone. Space is 99.999999% nothing, and Earth, a speck. That kind of insignificance would crush most creatures, but not us. We stare into the void and whisper, "What's out there?" This curiosity is more than intellectual, it's existential. Because if there's something out there, maybe we're not just dust, maybe we matter. That's the paradox. Space makes us feel small, but also infinite. It's terrifying and addicting. The deeper we go into space, the more we see ourselves. Black holes teach us about time. Galaxies teach us about growth. Exoplanets force us to ask what life is. Every mission, every photo, every signal is really a mirror. We study Mars, but we're asking, could I survive there? We scan for radio waves, but we're really asking, is anyone else out there? We launch telescopes into orbit, but we're really asking, how did this all begin? Space isn't a destination, it's a projection of our own questions. And the deeper we go, the more human we become. And then there's Hollywood. From 2001, A Space Odyssey, to Interstellar, from Star Wars to The Martian, space dominates our imagination. Why? Because it's the ultimate unknown. The perfect playground for fear, hope, danger, and destiny. Aliens, time travel, wormholes. These aren't just sci-fi ideas. They're cultural pressure valves. They let us dream, they let us escape, and maybe most of all, they let us hope. Because space is the only story big enough to hold every human emotion. And in a world that often feels small, space makes everything feel epic. Of course, there's the tech. We love rockets, lasers, science fiction suits, AI-powered satellites. Space is the final frontier of innovation. It gave us GPS, weather forecasts, satellite internet. And it's now driving reusable rockets, quantum communication, and off-world agriculture. But beneath the gadgets lies something deeper: progress. We don't just go to space for exploration. We go to prove we can, that we can defy gravity, that we can escape Earth, that we can build a future from stardust, and maybe, just maybe, survive what's coming. Let's be honest, Earth isn't doing great. Climate collapse, political chaos, a sense of decline. Space offers a reset button. New planets, new chances, new beginnings. But is that why we love it, or is it something else? Maybe our obsession isn't about escape. Maybe it's about return. Because everything in our bodies, iron in our blood, calcium in our bones, was forged in stars. We are literally made of space. Maybe that's why we keep looking up. Not to run away, but to go home. So why are we all obsessed with space? Because space is ancient but always new. Empty but full of wonder. Far away, but somehow inside us. It's not a hobby. It's not a trend. It's a cosmic inheritance. And every time we launch a rocket, discover a star, or just stare up at night, We're not chasing aliens, we're chasing ourselves. And maybe that's what space is, not the final frontier, but the first place we truly belonged.